Alex Trebek has been the face of the well-known game show Jeopardy! And its franchise for over 30 years. The syndicated talk show has graced the screens of the American public for decades, but sadly it will soon take a break. However, it is not for the reason you might think it is. The show is being temporarily placed on hiatus while Trebek is recovering from brain surgery he had. In a recent video that Trebek posted on the show's online accounts this past Thursday, he explained why he would be taking some time off. He explained, "Some of you may have heard by now that during the holiday break, I had a slight medical problem, a subdural hematoma, blood clots on the brain caused by a fall I endured about 2 months ago. The surgery was successful. After 2 days in the hospital, I came home to start recovery." He had been having complications from an incident back in October when he accidentally hit his head during a fall. Shortly thereafter he was sent and admitted to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles a few months later before Christmas on December 15, 2017. It was the day after his admittance that he was sent into surgery. The show noted, "Alex spent Christmas at home with his family, and he will return to the Jeopardy! Studio for taping in mid-January, NPR reported, as NPR's Danny Zwerdling reported in 2016, a subdural hematoma can be an insidious, dangerous condition that can develop from seemingly minor head injuries, especially in older people. As the brain shrinks and pulls away from a protective membrane known as the dura mater, the veins connecting the two become more vulnerable to a bumped head or even a sudden jerking motion. If those veins tire," Danny explained, "bleeding can occur on the surface of the brain, and as that blood starts to pool over days or weeks, it irritates the brain cells. And if the pool's big enough, it presses on the brain and damages it, much like a tumor." Researchers estimate there could be more than 200,000 subdural hematoma injuries diagnosed annually at all the hospitals across the country, Danny added. The surgery is not the only health scare Trebek has endured in the past decade. He has had 2 heart attacks since 2007. But Trebek, who has helmed Jeopardy! Since its 1984 revival and hosted other game shows before that, has no intention of hanging up the microphone. "The prognosis is excellent," he said in the video, "and I expect to be back in the studio taping more Jeopardy! Programs very soon." His injury was no joke either. Blood clots can lead to serious medical complications and sometimes even death. Trebek is lucky that doctors found his health problem before it deteriorated beyond repair. CNN gave a little factoid sheet of the implications of Trebek's illness, "It is a blood clot on the brain's surface beneath its outer covering, called the dura. It usually results from severe head injuries but can be caused by minor injuries as well and can go unnoticed for days or weeks. In severe cases, blood could fill the brain very rapidly and lead to death. Many older adults, who are more susceptible to such injuries, experience slower, minor bleeding. Other factors that increase risk of developing such clots are taking certain medicines that thin the blood, long-term consumption of alcohol and repeated head injuries. Slurred speech, headaches, problems with balance or walking and nausea can be signs of subdural hematoma. Neither Trebek nor the show's producers said whether Trebek suffered any symptoms before his diagnosis. Retired Houston Astros coach Rich Dower, 65, recently recovered from a subdural hematoma after he slipped and hit his head the night before the team's World Series parade in November, according to Bleacher Report. Jeopardy! Is currently in its 34th season since its inception, in 1984. In June of 2014 Trebek hosted the show's 6,829th episode where he broke the Guinness Book of World Records record for most game show episodes hosted by the same presenter on the same show. Before then he had never missed a show or had problems with his health that kept him from working. Except when he and Pat Sajak played an April Fool's Day joke on April 1, 1997 when they switched shows to host the others. He hosted Wheel of Fortune and Sajak hosted Jeopardy! The Washington Post reported, "For decades, He has appeared as himself on popular sitcoms ranging from The Simpsons to Cheers to Beverly Hills, 90,210. On the final episode of The Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert boarded a sleigh loaded with three iconic figures, Santa Claus, Abraham Lincoln and Trebek. And one of the most enduring sketches on Saturday Night Live found Mo Farrell impersonating the host in a mock Celebrity Jeopardy! While a date for his return has not been confirmed or released, we hope to see him back on the game show screens in no time, providing entertainment for Americans like he has in the past for so long. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.